Playing 9 Kings today. Kind of following with what I said in No Nonsense number 2, I gotta play some games that are not 50 minutes long if I'm gonna survive this whole month. And I saw in the patch notes for this game that there's a new character out, King of Time. I don't have a lot of it, so maybe maybe this is a good option. I don't think I can win it on King 5 though. We could just try it as like King and give it a go. I assume the king does a lot of time stuff. I'm just here playing the game. I don't have much to say about it. This is a great game. It's on my list of cast rifts that warp each enemy to the backline once rifts deal damage when cast. Okay, cool. We're gonna put that in the far corner. I played this game before once. I think just one video because I don't think it did very well. But I then went and played it for 10 or 20 hours after that. It is a good game. I really enjoy some of the characters over others, or I guess the kings. This one seems pretty interesting. Anything with like time magic is always a little bit wacky. So what do we have here? We've got a warper. Summon melee units that inherit half its stats. Okay, so he'll have some stats and then he creates warpers. Cast rifts that warp each enemy to the back. So that's just upgrading that. And then rewind, throw this into the pit to replace your current hand with copies of your last played cards. Aha! Okay, so I think we'd need that front line. Then this should warp people to the back line if it doesn't kill them outright. Okay. I think I'll want this character to play on auto. Auto just lets it kind of run in the background. You don't have to worry about clicking the button. Kind of a bit easier when you are doing this as a new king. When this building reaches level 3, your kingdom travels 2 years back in time. Oh my, okay. So we don't need to get that down right now, but that is an interesting thing, especially with rewind, because you could throw this into the pit, get a new portal. I'm seeing some plays here. I'm seeing a way that this starts to get a little bit wacky. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it'll just target whoever's in the front, move them back, and then hopefully they explode. But it just missed. It just missed that. Or maybe it didn't work on it. I don't know. Looks like an easy win, though. Okay, and now we get a card from the last king. If we were going to try and upgrade these guys, we would want to use shields. Or swords. They're going to get, what, half its stats. So it's got 4 damage and 12 health. So if we went with 5 damage, they'll just immediately just get twice as good. So let's do that. Ooh, that is a lot of characters. Okay, I mean, that portal's gonna wreck all of the little guys, but I'm kind of worried about this guy, so I'm gonna just take over for a second and move him back. You two, where'd you go? Okay, now we flip back to auto because I'm not smart enough to do this. Come on. Nice, okay. And then you all the way back, and then you all the way back, and then you. Oh, it can only warp them once. Ah, okay. Or maybe there's like a limit or a time or a cooldown or something. That is not very good. I was expecting it to, if you had the one, you could just keep pulling it back, and it's like a matter of numbers if it actually can do it. Oh yeah, it literally says backline once. Okay, so it's just me. What can we do? None of these are super great. I guess we can go for the Bastion level up just to kind of get it all the way out. Warpers now summon Giga Tankers with double HP and damage. That's what these guys are, right? Yeah, so we could dig into that. We haven't lost any lives. All troops on the field now have the same damage as the... Okay, let's go for that. And then we can grab this level 3 upgrade. I don't have any perks, so that's as high as it's going to go. But it's going to do a whole bunch of damage to these guys, so I think we're in business. At least damage-wise. Yeah, that's good. And the double damage on these guys is good too. Extremely slow tower releases a massive explosion when fully charged. Okay, alright. During battle, troops gain 1% attack speed per second. That's that could really... Okay, yeah, I can see it. And then, okay, so we put this on, and then we can start maybe doing some weird stuff. Now, if the kingdom goes back 2 years, do you think it's also, like... Oh, this is not good. The kingdom goes back. Do I then also lose all the buffs? Bring plot back 1 level, but retains all its... Okay, interesting. Okay, let's get the Warper upgrade. double HP of the card on this. Okay. So if it's... Okay. I was going to say we could get this upgraded to level 2, but it might be better with the Giga Warpers or whatever they're called. Giga Tankers. We could just pop it here. And then maybe that goes there. If we win the next round, we can put down the portal. The third round thereafter, we can do Rewind to get 2 portal cards. I think that makes sense. Let's do that. So these guys right off the hop, 12-4, 12-9, okay. And then they've got some sort of scaling, which is pretty good. I don't think we're going to make it through this. I don't think this king is very good without any perks. Ask me why I think that. Okay, let's see if we can pull this back. I mean, it's got to be Warpers, right? We don't have any way to hold this together. Let's just pump these guys up. You get more of them. More is better. Time Rebellion. Okay, so I guess they're just going to be doing time stuff to us. Interesting. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't really know what's happening. Oh, I see. Okay, so these guys summon these little blobby boys, and those are the actual Warpers. Or the tankers, the Giga Tankers, or whatever they're called. Okay, alright. Not seeing anything here. We could try the Hourglass, just to see what it does. Do we want to wage war against Greed? Probably King of Nothing, if I remember correctly. Greed would probably overwhelm us. So, let's put down... Maybe the Hourglass doesn't get played. Maybe it would have been good to have this like on 1 year or 1 level left, and then if I lost a life, I could go back. Now I'm not sure. I think I still need more damage though, so I think the Hourglass goes down. So I guess, just for those that have never seen this game before, it is kind of just a tower defense, but you put down your pieces, you hope that you survive. It doesn't look like it. Oh, okay, well that was good. You put down your guys, you fight against the enemy who puts down their guys, and it kind of moves in that back and forth fashion. I'm dead. So, the good thing about it is it's very quick games. Like, you do not live very long. I think there's maximum 30 years, so 30 turns. And you get perks as you like level up and play the characters more. So let's go put that perk on, and then we can kind of see how well we do. And we've got a bunch of other ones from our other runs. Actually, I could probably just go nuts with this. I've heard a lot of people online kind of bash this game because it's not like a... I think the issue is that you can't really do well until you get your perks set up, and the devs have been trying to kind of work against that, but it is kind of that style of game where you're not supposed to be able to do King 5 difficulty in the first run. But if you keep playing, then I guess in this case, it kind of works out. You'll get some perks that you can put onto your new king, and then you're just way better than you were before. Kind of feeling that already. It gives every buff it gains to 1 adjacent plot, amplifies 1 extra plot per level. Okay. So let's put that down. We could put it like here. And then once we give it a buff, it'll give it to somebody else. Or we can upgrade it and then give it to more than one person. Yeah, see this King of Progress seems to have a good chance against us if we don't get those tanks out. 'Cause these guys are very squishy. There we go. Nice. Unit's first hit is always critical. Okay, so I guess if we put this on this, then it goes over. Does it do it automatically? Oh, it can't. Okay. Can it do this? No. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just amplify. So I think that'll affect... Oh, those archers just killed my guys. Oh, that's not good. Maybe I can just do this and just focus target the archers. Maybe get them to line up. Nope. Yeah, this guy does not do a lot of damage. Those archer shots kind of wrecked it. Much slower match compared to the last 2 days that I've done. Clover Pit is just like a bit of a brain melt. Mini Motor Races, all cerebral, all thinking all the time. And this one, you've got a lot of periods where you just kind of chill, which is good. I sometimes need to chill. Okay, so let's clone. I do want to try this again. The Giga Tankers might be a good way to get this off the ground. Put that in, double up the warpers. And then we just want to use this to kind of defend the backline for as long as possible, I think. Yeah, there we go. Then we can move these guys back so that they don't shoot for a little bit. Then just put it on auto. Okay, I think that's good. I think we're 1100 damage. I think that's more damage than we had all of last time. This will level up 2 random plots if we destroy something. I don't think I really understand how this amplifier works, and I think that's a good reason to level that up. Oh, it got 2 levels. Nice. Okay, so Bastion is done. I think that was probably the worst thing for it to hit. I would have much preferred the extra level on this, the warpers, but I'm not complaining. Free level ups are always good. I'm a big fan of them. Okay, what else can we do? 1 poison. We could throw some poison on these guys. Yeah, let's go for that. Blessing in 9 years. So in 9 years, something will happen. Cards on the target plots will level up. Okay, so these 3 we want to put things on so that they level up in 9 years. We've got 9 years to put stuff on it. This is worthless now, so let's try and find a way to get rid of that. Put a poison vial on our only characters. See, this is bad. This is gonna... You guys... all of you need to go back. If they get to the back line, this king is dead. That's really bad. Okay, no. Okay. Throw this into the pit. Current hand, got the last copy played. I think the last thing we played was not the best. I think we can try for Hourglass again. It seemed like it did a lot of good. And if we get something... This is not going to be good. Oh, no. Everybody out. Nope. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I need something that does, like... How do I fix that? I need something that, like, protects the backline a little bit better. Or, like, warps them, or does something. I don't know. But that's 2 lives down. We got 1 left. You know, this might be the short video that I was expecting, but not what I really wanted. Extremely low. We just pump that. I think that's the only option we have. And I'm just realizing that we should have probably put that tower on the front. King of Spells. I don't think I've played against the King of Spells either. There must be 2 new kings. Okay, let's throw this here. This should have been on the front, so if we made it 9 years, we could have been fine. Yeah, see, I think this needs a little bit more AI to like figure out where the most dangerous group of enemies is, because they just like walked through grass and then came over. So it might be a high manual kind of play. Okay, I don't really want to leave it at that, but if I've got like 5 more minutes, I can do 5 more minutes. 1 more round, we get another perk, so we can, like, you know, continue it. Perk screen. What's this? Bastion attacks warp enemies 10% farther. So that, you see, now we're talking. We can do a little bit more stuff. Get rid of this. Put this in. That actually does a little bit more. And then if we really wanted to, we could throw something like... We don't need this, right? We could do something like... Get rid of expander. We can put this here. We can put that there. Put that there. So then these are actually times 3. We do that, and then this, and then that's actually 4x. And then we can throw the banish in, I guess. Let's do that. See how this runs. So now we've got a lot of extra power. And we're playing on king difficulty. If I wanted to win, I think you could go back. King of Progress was killing us, I think, so let's get rid of him. You can like go back in difficulty, get the level ups, and then continue forward, but I like kind of seeing the growth process, if that makes sense. Let's get the warpers, and I think I'm going to try that rewind card. Bastion, not amazing, you know, it seems to not do its job very well. Ooh, okay, I want to stick to the plan, so I'm going to do the rewind. Oh, I see. This card does nothing. Okay. Interesting, so it just gives me the hand back. I thought it would give me like the copies of the cards that I played. Or I guess it did kind of give me the copies of the cards that I played. It just didn't do it how I expected it to. That's good. That's good. I can see that this is like a high, maybe a little bit more of a high skill kind of character where you have to think about like the next move and the next move and then get lucky that you actually get the reroll that you need. Things that I could use, I could probably use some imps. Yeah, let's try imps, just so that we have a little bit more to push forward. Get a little more, a few more characters, and then you can do more stuff. Push you guys back, push you back, kill you. Yeah, that seems good. Imps are actually doing a little bit more damage than the main characters. Just push those. We can go for the gigas. Or we could reroll. Let's try a reroll, see if we can get a better Wishing Well. Gain 3 copies of the next card you throw into the pit. Okay, that's interesting. 20% of enemies are turned into kids with half of its stats. So that's not really crazy. That's like a 10% reduction in damage output. Unlock 3 new random pots or 99 coins. I think we could go for the Wishing Well. And then we can throw something in that we really like. Probably not Temp Null. We don't have anything right now, but we can grab something on the next run or the next year. And just start warping these guys back. Gives us a little more time for the front or the backline guys to generate the next wave of mega, whatever they're called. I forget. The tanks. The tanks. All right. Demon Altar. We could do a Demon Altar. Let's do a Demon Altar. Throw the Demon Altar into the pool. Get 3 of it. And then we can throw this probably here. There we go. So now we'll have a demon. And he'll get stronger every time one of our guys dies, and that's actually pretty often. So this is good. I think this is good. Yeah, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. And then we spawn more people, they die. King of Stone's actually got quite a lot of health on his guys. Yeah, this is good. I like this. And we just keep sending more guys. It's great. It's perfect. Those ballistas shoot straight through that huge group of not enemies, friends, soldiers. Kill a couple, and we're great. We got 91 people out on the field that round. That's kind of impressive. They didn't do any damage, but they did stuff. I don't like any of these, so let's try a reroll. Can we do something with Earthworks? I don't think so, but we can do Poison, or we can do our last reroll. Let's do the last reroll, see what we get. 2% damage to all towers and base every year. Okay, we can do that. It doesn't have to be like beside anything, so that works. If you have a troop card on this, double its units. Right there. I was gonna put something there that wasn't troops. Okay, let's throw it just in the back. It doesn't need to be attached to anything. It gives damage buff to the Demon Altar because it's actually a tower. That is good. I like that. I don't know why these guys are called Time Rebellion. But they're not rebelling very well. There's 13 of them and 61 of us. I think we're gonna survive. Okay, and there's the baby boom, so we need to put something onto that square. Doubles numbers of units, okay. Let's try that. Let's do that. Put another warper down. Then we gotta get 2 more copies of Warper by Baby Boom, and we'll have 30 Warpers instead of 15, and that might give us enough to just survive. King of Blood's kind of scary though. He's got a lot of high damage guys, and they scale really fast. And he just spawned more? How do you do that? Gotta go manual mode on these guys. Gotta get rid of these frontline guys. Nope. They're okay. They're strong. They're okay. All right. 3,000 damage from the main, and it didn't do anything. Oh. Okay, we'll keep going. More warpers, and we can wage war against King of Spells, I think. There's number 2. A bit more damage. Yeah, okay, so we're pretty decent against the Time Rebellion. Except for these guys. Wait, are those ours? I don't know. Oh, those are ours. Why are our demons gray, but the rest of us are purple? Interesting. There's our 3rd warper. We might as well get it. Throw it on. Plus 2% damage to the towers. That's crazy. That was a huge stat boost. Demons are up to 116 health, 30 damage. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay. Okay. King of Stones got us. Though, that was bad. Ooh, what's this? Orbiter. Magnetic Spellcaster. When an adjacent block gets an enchantment, it gets it too. Okay, and we've got a shop. Not seeing anything here. We could do a reroll. Another Orbiter copy. We could just go deep into Orbiters. Okay. And 39, I just spent money for no reason. That that happened. All right. Good talk, good talk. Let's do some stuff here. So I think it says when an adjacent block gets an enchantment, and I think... No, that's not going to be enchantment. This is just a buff. I don't think it's an enchantment. So we could try something like here. Okay, holding the line. We've got some like mid-range spellcasters that are about to get plowed. But oh no, the defenders come in. Okay, now they just got to kill the 9 super duper tanky demons. But I think we're gonna just overwhelm them with sheer numbers. They can't kill us faster than we kill them. That's perfect. Awesome. Now our damage output is extremely horrible. Bastion's doing 11 damage per hit, and it did 2,700 damage. These are doing not a lot. The Orbiters did 7,000. Okay, another Demon Altar? This is pretty Demon Altar-y kind of game. Maybe we grab the Demon Altar and then wait for the land expansion next turn. And just upgrade the Bastion, because it seems to actually be doing something now that we have like a midline and some chunky front line. Okay, well, not chunky yet. The chunky guys died already, but you know what I mean. It's coming together. Maybe not soon enough, because it looks like King of Spells is about to kill us. Okay, well, you know what? That's 25 minutes. I think it's a slop day. Day 3 is slop. I think tomorrow maybe we'll do mini motorways so that we get back onto that. I'm gonna keep playing this some other day. I really enjoy the game, other than the complaints that I might have professed a little bit. Another perk. So here we go. We get into this is the growth cycle. What does this do? Warper summon, have 10% more health. So okay, then you just throw that straight onto like. I don't think this has to go 40% further. So you could throw that here, put that here, and then don't need a 4th decree option. So then, yeah, we had 40% more HP for Warper Summons. That's great. Okay. All right, let's leave it there. Thank you again for day 3 of No Nonsense November. This one's supposed to be shorter. Maybe I'll cut it in half. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and actually do a sub 15-minute episode at some point this month. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.